Welcome to the Raptor's Nest. I am your host, CrimsonRaptors, and in front of you, you should see Siege, Optimus Prime. How's everybody doing today? Waiting for the chat to catch up, waiting for the video to catch up, seeing what's going on here. Awesome. So that is streaming properly. That looks like that is working. That is fantastic. The microphone is working. Let's see. If you guys saw the kind of hookup I got going on here, you'd be like, what in the world? Must be Wheeljack's lab going on or something like that. So post a couple of things here. Let's see, how can I see? I would like to be able to see the chat better. Hey, Kato. Hey, Billy Be Good Silver, Wildfire Reviews. Pack is in the house. Cat in the Top Hat is up there. Let's see how this works. You guys should all be able to hear me clearly. Hey, Input, what's going on? It's like, what? Their live stream on Crimson Raptors channel? He doesn't do that. And there was a video earlier, like an unboxing of a Generation Selects Target exclusive, and it was just like, then a live stream? What's going on here? I had like entered the 21st century or something. Let's see. It's kind of funny though because like I was watching Deluxe's live stream. Deluxe Baldwin, really awesome guy, really awesome reviewer too. And he was doing his live stream and he was talking, and I was just like, it's kind of funny because like when you're on a stream by yourself, you're the only one talking. Like I'm used to like the live streams with other people, like in the podcast Tales from Teletrain, which we're gonna do here in about a couple hours, and it's like it's funny because it's just like I shouldn't be waiting for a response back from the audience because you guys are going to be typing and not actually sending an audio back. So it's very strange. All the Crimson comments, the apocalypse. Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm trying to start kind of a hashtag here of a Raptor Reaping. Everybody has mail calls, unboxing, things like that, but I was just like, what's something that would be like, work for for myself, and reaping, like when you're reaping a harvest like out in the field, that kind of makes sense as you're kind of like you're getting more stuff, you're reaping it from a Walmart or from a wherever you're getting online, Amazon, whatever. Sometimes I think I'm gonna talk a little too much, and then I'll be like, I don't know why I'm talking so much. So let's see here. Okay, so first thing, I need to find a better way to look at the chat. So I can see it in StreamYard, but I don't much care for how that shows there, because I can't make that bigger without making everything bigger on the actual StreamYard like tab. So I'm going to try to pop this out. Hey, it's all new to me, so this is quite entertaining already, right? I told you it was going to be a dumpster fire. I told people it was a dumpster fire. Let's see. Okay, so that one's live. That's the one I want. So, let's see, man, I already got a like. That's awesome. Like I've done like nothing for the past 3 minutes. I love it, guys. I love it. I really appreciate a lot of the feedback and the comments already made on the Generation Selects Target unboxing. Like I really appreciate. I didn't think that I would have that many that quickly, because it's been so long since I posted that I'm surprised as many of you guys still have me set up as notifications and everything. So I really appreciate it. I sincerely am shocked by like how many people have already gone to watch it. I mean, it's got like almost 30 views now, and I'm like, man, like I see some of our other guys that have many more subscribers. I mean, right now we're at 165. But they have many more subscribers, and they'll get 30 views in like 8 hours or so just because of the notification problems. But to have that and not having posted a video for quite so long, I'm really appreciative of that. So let's see if can I make this? I should be able to zoom this in bigger. Ooh, perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay, catch up with it. How do you click buttons without thumbs, Raptor? Oh, so you have claws, so you go. So, man, Jason Star Prime's in here too. Firebite, Devasia Motion. Oh wow, you guys are all you guys have Transair 38. This is awesome, guys. Yeah, see, Kato says he usually has YouTube video on his phone as well as a chat running here. So I have, so I got the laptop over this direction and using that to stream. My camera is right here. That's that C920 I have that I've had for a long time, way too long to not use it. And then I have my phone that I use to make sure that the stream was working and everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like all this. Jay Hall is in here. I think I mentioned you earlier. But that's okay. I'll mention you. I'll mention you twice. So anyway, so what? Yeah, Jay Hollis says he bought Red Wing from Target on clearance for $14.99 with no red card. That's awesome. So I think some of those are returns because supposedly they're not supposed to be in stores, but I think you can anything you get online at Target you can just take right back in the store. So that's awesome that it was in really good condition too. So, but yeah, I think Triple R Rolling Redneck Reviews. Another one of my co-hosts on Tales from Teletran podcast, Transformers podcast, he had problems with like the wait, well maybe this way, it might be the right arm this way, or maybe he was thinking this right arm. Anyway, but his Red Wing had a loose bicep, so I didn't have that problem on that. Now, you know, full disclosure, that video was recorded on February 7th. So this shows you just how long I've had that video like ready, but not edited. So that I did, this week to get that out. So really, really, really happy that was there. But anyway, so here's, we got Optimus Prime here. I don't know. I just wanted something kind of cool to kind of show right there, rather than a blank white screen. But I wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing. I was trying to do this last Sunday. That didn't happen, and that's fine. But I'm glad it worked out better this way because then I had the unboxing up at the same time. So in this case, is it giving me... Oh, okay, there we go. I thought it was giving me a notification for my own live show. I'm like, I'm already in it. But I wanted to show some stuff that I'd gotten because I'd gotten quite a bit here. So we'll put Optimus back somewhere over here. There we go. Let's see. So the big thing is that I wanted to show is this right here. Spoilers inside. Inputs asked me about it a couple of times. I have not opened this, so we're going to open this live. So we're going to figure out and see what happens here. So let's see. How do we want to open it? That's okay, Kato, if you can't stay long. Whoa, crap. Let's see. Told you. Dumpster fire happening right there. All right. So let's see. So it looks like you can open it from like this area here. It's got like a whole bunch of tape and stuff on. Actually, what if I just peel that tape off and not even have to cut anything? Probably could have opened it off camera, but I didn't want to. So we'll open that here. That should... Oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay. So what this does here is it's just in there with that little tab, and you just open it up, and it kind of opens up like a you see without messing up everything. It kind of opens up like a like an ammo crate. So, oh, cool. Oh, cool. Actually, let me put this back here. Get this all situated again. There we go. Well, that kind of works. So when you first open it up here, there's more. There's that Cybertronian writing that everybody's been talking about. Then there's a Decepticon writing as well. I know it's out of focus, but here's that little clay tray. So originally we thought there was going to be... How's this going to work? It's like all coming apart. I was ill prepared for this, wasn't I? But the Play-Doh, you can see here, is like sealed that you get into. So that's really, so I thought it was going to come in like a little baggie, and that people kept discarding that baggie thinking it was, just part of the package, but it's actually, I was thinking it would be his cloak. So unfortunately, oh yeah, ooh, sorry about that. We'll put Ironhide here. Okay, great. Ironhide makes everything better, right? Oh man, probably not. Anyway, so I am not seeing anything that resembles a cloak in here. So input, there's your answer, no cloak in the spoiler pack with Ultra Magnus. But my God, like that blue is beautiful. Beautiful blue. That is crazy. Man, that is cool. Let me go grab regular Ultra Magnus. Get a little dusty, maybe a little dusty. I don't know. What looks to be a pretty even match. Yeah, that's a pretty. I don't know if you guys. Whoops. I don't know if you guys can see that color. Oh yeah, you can. You got plenty of light. Yeah, it's a pretty close to the blue of the original. The red looks to be the same as well. So there's not really a big difference there. So, all right, Kato, we'll catch you later, man. We'll miss you tonight, but we'll have you there in spirit, though, brother. Man, that's crazy. So yeah, so the input's asking about the little Play-Doh stuff. Yeah, it's Play-Doh. It's not. It's just a little squishy little bit. So let me see if I can get this. Man, this part's like really heavily taped. That little Play-Doh tray. We'll get that out of here. But yeah, really like the colors on that. So I think I'm really thinking it is pretty much an even match to the regular Ultra Magnus that you get. Yeah, Wildfire. I think that. So I have LED lights. They have. I think there's 32 of them on each bulb. So because I use them because I needed daylight. Oh man, ooh, this Play-Doh is strong, guys. But okay, so I got to cut it all the way out then. Fine. Remember, kids, cut away from yourself. Even though you can't see this, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And adults, not just the kids. Adults. Adults should definitely cut away from themselves. Yeah. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you can stab yourself. So, okay. So, this little Play-Doh bit here. Smash that like button, folks. Thank you, Kato. Yeah, smash the Energon. Smash that Energon right out. Smash it just like this. Just bam, 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 bam. See, look, when you smash the like button, the Energon comes right on out. Well, you have to keep digging for it. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I can get in there. Well. All right. So sometimes when you smash a like button, it can get a little messy. Let's see. How am I going to get this out? See, you try to follow my own advice. That's what happens. I should have just clawed my way through it just like I normally do. Man, this Play-Doh is cold. It is like super ice cold. And really, really like, I mean, it's regular Play-Doh. It's regular black Play-Doh. Like, yeah, you can, it's 100% Play-Doh. So it's definitely cross, what do we call that? Cross branding. So yeah, see these little Energon cubes right here. See if it'll autofocus maybe. These little Energon cubes here are the exact same ones in both size and comparison with the ones that came with the commemorative Toys R Us exclusive Insecticon 3-packs. These look a little sharper though, because those commemorative packs have rounded edges. So why is there energon in the Play-Doh? Well, input, why not? Why is there not energon in the Play-Doh? That's the better question. So yeah, that's really cool. I know there's a lot of controversy around this particular set because of the fact that um, people were like, well, we're not really getting anything new. Well, for those that missed out on Rung, this is a perfect time to be getting Rung. So yeah, I don't know. See, I need like a you're seeing Ultra Magnus's legs. I don't know how. What can I put? Can I do this? Can I do this and kind of props him? Yeah, he's laying down like he's Optimus Prime there in the movie. All right. So, but yeah, it's a really really weird cross branding of Transformers and Play-Doh. I never would have thought to put the two together, but I'm wondering. It just adds an extra feature to it. But here's, if you're gonna add features, you're gonna add gimmicks and to that. Don't you really need to advertise that? Because it makes no sense for somebody. I don't see a kid or saying for the dog, I want this box that I can't see anything in, like it. So this is definitely kind of an older kid, like, oh, spoilers inside, like that's kind of the mystery of it, right? So I think they're kind of hinging on that, like loot crate stuff or whatever. If you don't have, I would say, Jay Holla, if you don't have Rung, you don't have Ultra Magnus, which the Rung may be harder for people, but there's plenty of Ultra Magnuses out there. But some people in other areas weren't able to get one. Then at least you'll have this. Now, I wanted this to be Delta Magnus, and Delta Magnus basically has red forearms and red shoulders, and everything that's white is pretty much black here. A little bit more yellow, a little bit more red here and there. And that would have been a really, really made this set extremely desirable. 100% would have believed that like people would have been all on that because it wasn't Delta Magnus enough. Then that's probably where people are going to be skipping out on this, and it's sad because it's almost like this could have been a Generation Selects kind of situation, but I wish it'd been Delta Magnus. So, but anyway, yeah, so cool. That is this Ultra Magnus. Really, really cool. I don't know if you can see. Whoop. There we go. Bring them up a little brighter. But yeah, I would say if you don't have Ultra Magnus, you can't find Rung, go ahead and get the set. It's totally worth it. See, I don't like that. See, this is what the LED thing does. It does that weird, like I got blinds on here or something like that. So, but yeah, I 100% agree, Jay Holla, for sure. So let's see. Did I miss out anything out on the chat? I probably did. I'm kind of talking. Input one of the eHobby one. Oop, that is the wrong mouse I am using. That is need to be using this one. Okay. Something else I got at Walmart as well is the Siege Netflix Sideswipe and the Netflix Siege Hound and the Netflix Siege Scrap Face. Oh, I'm almost said the wrong name again. So these are really cool. I am pretty much all in on anything that's Siege related. In this case on here, the Sideswipe is definitely like a super battle damaged version. He's definitely kind of worth that if you want like just a lot more battle damage than you had in the first round away. But that said, Hound is probably more cartoon, like G1 cartoon accurate. So I would definitely recommend him, even if you already have a Hound. This is probably more accurate to the cartoon. It's got, the yellow's more obvious, the star's more obvious. So I would definitely get this one. So you don't want to leave him laying on the shelf. Scrap Face, who I keep referring to as Scrape Face, is definitely really worth it, I think. I know people want to get 3 of them. They're supposedly scrap face is 1 per case, and that's kind of makes sense. They don't want to overflow these. I mean, there's a lot of reflectors right now that are out there, refractors, if you will. But I would say scrap face is worth it as well. If only to have a different color. Now I think he's kind of colored a little more like the smokescreen colors, but almost like a Diaclone Perceptor. So they seem like they were heading that direction. But man, his this show's really blue back here, but this isn't as bright blue in the in hand. It's more like a chromed metallic blue. So this one's definitely got a lot more lights than I have on mine. So, but I got those, and then recently in the mail I got this. Man, see, I hate that it goes to that crazy screen thing, but I got Ice Pick, which is a power core combiner I've been wanting kind of for a while. Let's see if I can get something. Can Prime focus that? Let's see here. There we go. I don't know. Ironhide, what can you do to the camera? There we go. Perfect. Perfect Ironhide. Yeah, Scrapface definitely looks like an Autobot for sure. Pack, I definitely want to get that Netflix Mirage. Some people are already referring to it as Deluge, or Deluge, actually. Probably Deluge is a better way of saying that. Like the Generation 2 Indy car that we had. So definitely, I keep saying definitely, don't I? But yes, I would totally get Mirage. I actually was looking for Mirage myself, but this is Ice Pick with, I think, Chain Claw, I think is the name of the Target Master. So he does like he's really simple transformation here, but it's nice because it's just like he's on his shoulder and he's like, and then he's in his little robot mode. And just for comparison, with these power core combiners, with their little Target Masters they had for a while, which I think was, what was that? You guys know in the chat, was that Transformers Cybertron, or was that before? Was that around Classics or something, Universe? So, but just to compare them here, if I can untab, there we go. Okay. So just to kind of compare them there, whoops, his hips are not all the way back. So they're pretty comparable to each other, so that's pretty good. See if I can get these guys in focus. There we go. This video is probably going to be awful because I have not been paying attention to whether it's in focus or not. But I haven't seen you guys complain yet. So usually guys will tell me, it's like, it's not in focus, Raptor. Like, your tail is hitting the camera. So anyway, but yeah, so that's pretty cool that these little Target Masters are about the same size, and they're years and years and years apart. So I do like that. That was kind of, I just got Ice Pick. What for what reason, right? Like, I wanted background characters for my stop motion animation, or cannon fodder in a way. Ironhide just doesn't want to stand up. But just cannon fodder. Just the more Decepticons to have, the better. And that way, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool, kind of spread that force out a little bit more. Not for like any super particular reason of like, oh, I really want that character, but hey, what's up, Data Links Magnus? Glad to see you in here, man. Man, everybody's getting notifications. That's good. I'm really happy that that's happening. Super awesome. I think I need to bring this a little closer. There we go. Is that better? That looks better. I say it looks better. All right. Something else I got in the mail is Fire Trap. Now this guy, I've wanted him for a very long time. Could not find him in the store when he was out. Now he's one of the movie figures, but he basically has kind of like a very Generations aesthetic. But if anything, he looks like the Bumblebee Brawn. Looking back at it now, because like their head just kind of like everything just works. So I don't know if they just didn't have the name for Brawn and they called him Fire Trap instead, or they just decided to go with that. But these two guys very, very similar. just with that head alone. And this has more of that desert color, but the green, but then everything's darker. While this brawn, I think it's Combiner Wars brawn. If you guys correct me or not. So yeah, for sure, definitely has brighter colors in the cartoon, and then this one is more movie like. So I don't know why I can't. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see his face, isn't it? Let's see. Can you kind of see his face? Oh, kind of see it. Oh, yep. I don't know. Maybe Ironhide's taking up too much focus. So Daylink Magnus says, yeah, background characters and civilian transformers are very important in stop motion when not doing all out war scenes. For sure. For sure. Yeah, that's kind of, you got to make your sets kind of feel more alive with stuff like that. Now like in the situation with Ice Pick, his mode works good Cybertronian wise. Snowplow, but it'll work. Now Fire Trap's a little harder because he's actually like a plow truck. So you can kind of see the front of the truck here. I don't know how to transform him, so I don't want to take up like 16 minutes of trying to transform this guy and not knowing how to do it. I'm sure it's easy. But I just got him, never had him before, so if he can, is he coming together? Anyway, but he's like a plow truck though there, Pack. So, and then he has like 2 top side turrets. Because when you're plowing ice, you've got to mow down all those cars that are in the way too. So it just makes sense. Anyway, now in addition to that, I also got this guy I've been wanting. Actually, these 2 I've been wanting for a while. You know what? All of them I've been wanting for a while, right? But so I do have the Fall of Cybertron Seekers, but I don't, and his weapon just fell. But I never really liked the look of them with like their monkey arms in comparison. But in their Cybertronian modes, the alt modes were okay. The video game looked really cool. I wish I'd gotten to play it. But so I ended up getting the Skywarp. This is the Dakara Skywarp. So this kind of shows you like, even just there, like how far like a deluxe, have gotten in engineering. And in fact, if anything, I would say that the engineering we have now is, definitely we'd say they get shorter and higher, but the engineering we have now definitely is a big difference to what we've had before. I mean, if you kind of look, just spreading that out there, you got Red Alert, you got Ironhide, both of these deluxes, and you got Skywarp in between from Fall of Cybertron. So, yeah, I don't know if it's trying to focus, trying to get it to focus. It's probably not in focus. But anyway, yeah, so really like having this guy, and he's supposed to be Skywarp, and we all know Skywarp is purple, but this to me screams the old Seeker formerly known, or the Seeker formerly known as Herald, and what we call, I think we call him, is it Hotlink now? Yeah, Hotlink is what we call him. So, but definitely has it's kind of coming blue on the camera, but it's not blue, it's purple. Like this is blue, that's purple. Yeah, see, big difference. So, but I also got Breacher as well, and put him back here, and Breacher as well. This is definitely a figure that I think I'd seen it only once in the store, and I didn't get it because I was like, oh man, it's APC, it should be bigger. Like if Ironhide is, let's see, if Ironhide's like this big, this should be about this big, or even deluxe size, I would have been okay with it. But this is super awesome with this swiveling turret, dual guns. Really, really cool. Again, another background character. And he looks G1 enough to belong on Cybertron. So that also was a big selling point, just like Fire Trap. Just Fire Trap's alt mode's kind of off, but Breacher's really cool. I believe he should be complete because there were a lot of them online that didn't have the cannons here, and some of them were missing the turret as well. So he should be complete, but regardless, he looks good. I like the little ports are actually punched out here. I don't know if you guys, let me see if you guys can see that. The little ports there are punched out. That is awesome. That is awesome. So look at all that detail. And look at all that detail. Is that crazy? In this small little toy, we get all this kind of detail back then. So anyway, so we got that. Hey, TF Fan Geek, welcome in. Let's see here. Devasia Motion says, I love Breacher. Too bad my brother broke mine. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to find one that's complete, that's for sure. If you still have the pieces like the turret and stuff, definitely go for that. I highly recommend that. Now, the other thing I got now, here's the thing. I know I mentioned this on the podcast, but probably beating that a dead horse because I've said that like 3 times. But I tried and tried and tried to get the official Combiner Wars Protectobots. 100% tried. I couldn't. People wanted way too much money for each one. Hotspot, for whatever reason, was going for crazy prices. And Rook, I bought Rook. And full disclosure, well, maybe not full disclosure. Oh, whatever. I've already done it. I spent like $40 for Rook. $40. He is not worth $40 because he was $14.99 retail, but I got Rook because I was like, hey, I want him, I want Alpha Bravo, and I want off-road. So I have all 3 of the non-G1 characters, and it's just, again, as Data Link Magnus was mentioning, having more background characters and stuff is important. So in this case, I tried and tried and tried to get the Protector box. So I couldn't, but I went through Toys, and they had the KOs, so the KBB ones, and there's a version 1, there's a version 2. The version 1 is just like Combiner Wars. The version 2 is more akin to the Unite Warriors, the Japanese version, color scheme. So that's how I got these. I got, Hotspot here, and you'll see like he doesn't have an Autobot symbol. He's got this KBB symbol, which kind of is like a blend. It's kind of like a shattered glass Decepticon symbol in a way, but like he's got like 2 really tall eyes or something, like Eek the Cat or something like that. Rocko's Modern Life, something like that. Ooh, dating myself there. But really, really good quality on these. They are 100%. I actually have held the actual Protectobots themselves, but they weren't mine, so I couldn't buy them, obviously. But these are the exact same quality, if not in some cases better. I like that. The paint on these is really good. Like this, I could put a sticker over that, or take it off with alcohol and add a sticker. Either one. But this looks. It looks really good. Like this part right here, the wipers is a little weird. Let me see if I can get that to focus in. I don't know why it's turning blue like that. That's a weird camera thing. But yeah, that's really, really good straight paint on those. And then the blades is the biggest change from the other ones because this looks more like Generation 1 blades coloring than the Combiner Wars version, the Unite Warriors version did. So, big change. Now this, unfortunately, I probably might have to use some alcohol to get that symbol off there rather than just put a sticker because it's actually over the windows. So I would rather have an Autobot symbol somewhere over here than have it on the sides where it's blocking a window. So, but that's fine. And there are some Shapeways arms too that make non-missile or these are actually Sidewinder missiles that don't normally go on a helicopter. They're meant for jets, but these right here get replaced. Like I think this whole section actually gets replaced. Yeah, the whole thing does. Now, I haven't gotten those yet, but I'll probably get those eventually. However, here's the thing with the KBB version 2 is it comes with Alpha Bravo's face on blades. Now he's got the blue plate just like the G1 toy did, but you'll actually have to buy blades separately to get the correct face that you need. So that's the only bummer part of that. But a KO blades is like $7.99, so it's not a big deal from Sir Toys. So hashtag not sponsored. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, the other thing I was going to mention that too. first aid's a good example of this. So you're supposed to be able to actually put this is supposed to lock onto this, and then it, let's see, kind of goes back over here, right? Well, the reason why it doesn't lock onto this little slit right here is because it actually does not have one. Let's see that. Will it focus? Focus, maybe? I don't know. Focus? Okay, there we go. But it actually doesn't have the slot there. That's supposed to be in the middle of the four fingers. So that's why this won't go in here. So you'll actually have to do a little bit of customizing to it yourself. I know I didn't notice that input until afterwards. So after the show. And then I was like, oh, hey, these aren't working together. So Groove is really cool. The only thing I didn't like about the Groove is his. Okay, so he's got. You can clearly see he has light piping here, guys. But his eyes are painted in. So let's see if I can get a light closer there. Larkin is driving and listening. So you get a light here. You look at. It's got to get into focus. Larkin's lair. Man, we got celebrities up in here. But see if I can get this. If I can get this to focus for you. There we go here. Yeah. So if you shine the light behind, he's got blue lights or blue lights. If you shine the white light behind, he's got blue eyes. But there's paint on top of it. It's actually white paint is on top of it. So I'll just have to take that that paint off. I mean, and then he'll have his blue eyes. So that'll be cool. I actually have. I wonder if I just paint like a little bit of blue on top of that white, and that way, if the camera, like when you're stop motion animating, and the camera doesn't have enough light in this direction, that you'll just see that his eyes are blue. So now with Groove, I really wanted. I want a Computron Afterburner, which I think they call him Afterbreaker because they didn't have the Afterburner trademark. But this whole section right here is very earthy looking. It reminds me more of Terminator 2 with the T-1000's bike. So I really would like to have just this front section right here of the Computron with this little hood. It's like a little hood that goes over, like almost like a Tron cycle in a way. But well, actually, maybe more like the Xenomorph, right? Like it's got a Xenomorph head that goes over here. So I would like to get that, so that way it can make this look more Cybertronian. First Aid doesn't look Cybertronian, but it can work. I mean, you can fudge that. Alpha Bravo. Well, Alpha Bravo and Blades could need a little bit changing, but this kind of looks Cybertronian enough too, because they would have helicopters. There's Springer, so. But the whole idea with the Protectobots, at least in the stop motion sense, is that since my series would be taking place before the G1 cartoon series, and more around that time of like War Dawn, The Secret of Omega Supreme, like that story, and a lot of those situations that the Protectobots didn't have an origin story in the cartoon. They just kind of just appeared. So my theory is that, well, hey, they've always been on Cybertron. And in this case, these would work great as their Cybertronian modes in a way. So they just came to Earth later on, and after doing whatever they were doing. In fact, I think there is like a Ask Vector Prime something or whatever, but I don't know too much into that. I don't know if some of the stuff that you asked Vector Prime back in the day was not what I want to say, not consistent to what we've had before, but so it was kind of like something like Omega Supreme was out on a mission and he discovered the Protectobots and they were in comatose. They were a colony that wasn't successful, or something catastrophic happened. Kind of reminds me of is it the Inhumanoids? Is that the one with the robots and stuff? No, that's not it. Robotics. That's what I'm thinking of. Robotics. So like they had like a situation happen on their colony or something, and so they all had to go into stasis, and then Omega Supreme finds the Protectobots. So that's fine, but honestly, it'd be cool to have the Protectobots because I've loved them as a kid. I had them all except for Streetwise. Would have been funny if I had them all except for First Aid, then I could repeat that Ultimate Weapon episode over and over again. But yeah, these were. Oh yeah, and I got that little. Sorry, I got that little Target Master blue jet thing or whatever. I actually put them on top of Groove in the meantime. So that's definitely like a Skynet Terminator thing going on right there. But yeah, so really excited to have these guys, and just I try to get those officials, and it just wasn't working. Now I did get, actually, in addition to, because the protected bots I was 100% getting, but there were a couple more that I wanted to get that for again different purposes for background characters. So the stream probably won't go on that long. Oh my god, it's like already gone on for like 30 minutes. That's crazy. But this guy right here. So this is what I would refer to as Big Red. If you don't know who Big Red is, then oh wait, if you don't know who Big Red is, I think I can show you. Let's see here. Let's find out. See, if we don't crash the stream, then that'll be okay. But Big Red is the very first character that you see in the original Marvel comics, and he grabs like a, let's see here. I think I can share this. Let me find out. See, how can I do this? Can I add another one, or can I only do one? Can I remove that one? Oh, add to stream. What does that do? That is not what I wanted to look at. Okay, let's try that one. How did I do that last time? I was doing something. Share screen? Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Anyway, so sorry, you guys are seeing this here. I want a Chrome tab, and I want it to be Big Red. Okay, so that right there is Big Red. I don't know if I can make him bigger. Let's see. Yeah, so this is Big Red, and you'll see he's got red, he's got yellow, and he's got a little bit of gray on him. So, you know, you don't really know what he turns into. It looks like this part, I don't know if you can see the cursor, but it looks like this part here on his chest could be like a slit for like a vehicle, a truck of some kind. His head is very blocky looking, very much like Swindle. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Sir Toys is definitely shipping out packs. Sorry, I know this is chat too, but let me see here. There we go. Okay, but if you look here, let me see if I can. If you guys are comparing, okay, so if you kind of, how do I get both of these to look like this? There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so but I actually want this larger. There we go. Does that work? It kind of works. I don't know. But like this section right here, this is silver, but it could be yellow. He's got a little bit of yellow here. It's just kind of like this could definitely work as like a Big Red character. Now he's got a gray head, a blue visor, but I think that kind of works enough for it. I forget how those goes, but they're staying there for just now. But I think that kind of works for a Big Red character. What do you guys think? There in chat, does that work? Hey, Cat in the Top Hat Productions, welcome back. Yeah, so this is kind of what I would use this character for. Man, these ratchets are strong. Now again, this is a KO, so that's crazy. But yeah, I think this would work out pretty well for him. There's not again, there's like next to like no fiction for him, at least especially in the American censor, there's no fiction for him. So I think there's some fiction like in the Marvel UK Comics form, but those are always hard to get enough people to notice. So, but anyway, oh, he does come with his guns. I just don't have them attached. So, oh yeah, and it comes. This is a little card that comes with it. It's Kaioyensukiji. So you can get a yellow silver bolt, and that's like, I don't know. It's like a flash card. What is this? It's a train. But on the back it's Kaioyushinki. G? Yeah, Kaioyushinki. Something like that. Anyway. But so I'll use him as Big Red. I'll be excited for that. And again, kind of testing out. Oh, that is the wrong mouse again. I'm grabbing the wrong mouse here. Move that from the stream. Nope. Still didn't do it right. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Close enough. Okay. So got that, but I also got Brawl, and I ended up getting Swindle as well. So this kind of two purposes. One is I wanted just another generic tank Decepticon, which is fine. Plus, this was actually the one I was going to use to test the quality, but I ended up shipping them all together. So I'm glad I did, because hey, you can't go wrong with another Decepticon with a generic kind of look to them and a tank. But this Swindle, I'm actually going to end up repainting into Jaguar, or Jaguar, but it's really Jaguar from the Lio Kaiser from the Breast Force Decepticons, or Chest Force, which mind you. But that's kind of what it'll be, because you got to mix both this and both Combiner Wars Swindle and Combiner Wars Hound with his gray limb parts. You got to mix them together, and you can make a really good Jaguar. And then you can add some rockets on top or something like that. I don't remember which one had missiles. I think, wasn't it, let's see here. I think it was Blades. Yeah, Blades had missiles on it. So this doesn't really work here, but technically you could have, if not the little minigun thing, you could have 2 feet, and that would get Jaguars like little missile pods that he has as a little off-road dune buggy. So, all right, Input. I'll see you later, man. Got homework to do. Oh yeah, speaking back to the Brawl, I'll say, so you add this gun on there, goes up, goes down. It's awesome, right? Turret does not swivel. It only hinges up and like that. So it's just like, what? You make a tank turret toy and it doesn't swivel? What are you thinking? So, all right. So yeah, we should probably be wrapping this up here. But this was a little. Sir Toys usually gives you a little bit of gift if you get some stuff, like enough stuff. And this was my little gift I got. This little Humvee dude. So I'm gonna bring Ironhide a little closer. I think that's what's messing up the focus. Let's see here. Anyway, but he's kind of a simple little dude. He's got little arms and he's got little legs, and he looks like he belongs to the GoBots. So, but yeah, he cute. I don't know what I'll do with him, but it's kind of cool having those little Chinese little gifts and stuff like that. So, what else we got? I think that's it of these. Should be into the, let's see, we did the Takara. Man, we went through a lot of stuff really quick, because I'm just the only one talking here. I am surprised. I am like shocked you guys are still here with me. What is this a good time on a Saturday to be streaming? Is this kind of one of the best times? Because I tried to do it earlier, but I didn't, obviously. Let me see here. So I also got, I don't think I've shown you guys these. If you guys were paying attention to my Instagram, you'd see that I have them. I'll have to take Ironhide and pry them away, unfortunately. So you are welcome, Pack. You are very, very welcome. I'm always here to entertain. So, I am so glad to have these Seacons in. This is just the first set. I have Overbite and Tentakill are on their way. They shipped out today, and this is a Saturday, so that's great. And this is Scalor, or known as Golf, but he's Scalor for us, for the Seacons. I totally recommend these. 100% recommend to get these. So definitely worth it. I mean, this was $34.99. Don't pay scalper prices. Don't spend like $70 or $100 or something for a deluxe. Don't do that. Wait until they're completely sold out of Hasbro Pulse. Wait till they're completely sold out at every online retailer you can get to. Try to get them as close to their $34.99 in the deluxe size as you possibly can with some shipping. And for the Voyager, I forget offhand. Let's see here. I got stuff falling apart all everywhere, and you have that light thing. But I'm gonna fix that here in a second. So anyway, the other thing I got was Seacon's Turtler, that snap trap. Again, don't pay super scalper prices. Don't pay $200 for this. Don't pay $150. That's masterpiece. That is like masterpiece prices right there, right? So, and I think Snap Trap was $59.99. Let me double check here. I think that's about right. Chad will probably catch up to me and they'll correct me before I can find it. Let's see. Snappy Trappy. Yeah, Snappy Trappy, $59.99. That's a good price. That's definitely worth it. But don't pay so much for them. I mean, if it's your favorite character, I guess go ahead. But the more you pay scalpers, the more they're going to keep doing that over and over again, buying up a massive amount of stock and making a massive amount of profit while your wallet hurts. I love this chrome right there. That is awesome. That is incredible. Look at that. Look at that chrome. Where do you get that? You get that from Takara, and now with Hasbro Pulse combined with them. But this screams 80s, 100% 80s right here. We got your pink, you got your fuchsia pink, not Energon pink, mind you. This is like fuchsia pink, and then you got your turquoise, your teal, definitely, and your light pink. Don't forget your cream color pink. Definitely worth this. This gun is massive. Look how big that is compared to. All right, let's go look at Optimus Prime next to this gun. Let's see, can we do that? No, I'll just put him right there. Yeah, that gun, huge, bigger than Optimus Prime's, bigger than Megatron's. Totally worth it to get these guys. I have so originally when I was going to get the Seacons, I actually kind of screwed up and thought there was a cutoff date for all 6 of them was the same. I did not know it was for each pair. So what I ended up having to do was get Overbite and Tentakill, because those 2 are my favorite. So I'm glad I got those 2. And then I just had to wait for people to cancel theirs on Hasbro Pulse, which is pretty much what happened. And I was able to get Snap Trap off Hasbro Pulse. I got Golf from fellow YouTuber TFA 1024. He's not in here, but fellow YouTuber TFA 1024. He had an extra one because one of his got lost, but then it didn't get lost. So I bought the extra one off of him, and so it was definitely a good deal there. And then I have, like I said earlier, I said Lobclaw, I think. But hey, Chris Toka. But I'm about to head out too. But I also have Lobclaw Nodulator, and then Seawing, which is Kraken. They're gonna, or Kraken, I think. But they're gonna be coming next week, hopefully. So then I'll have all 6 Seacons. So I'm super, super happy about that. I highly recommend them. Go get them on Hasbro Pulse if you can right now. But this stream has gone on longer than I expected. It has tested successfully. I am very glad about that. I appreciate everyone that has been in here. Data Link Magnus, Jay Holla, TF Fangeek, Kato's Collection, Chris Toka, Pack. I think I said Jay Holla a 4th time. So Larkin's Lair, Devasia Mentality, Transarin 38, Wildfire Reviews, Jason Star Prime. Who else? Am I missing somebody else? The Firebite 27, Billy Be Good Silver, and Cat in the Top Hat Productions. So, yeah, definitely appreciate everybody. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. But the chat goes back pretty far, but not all that way. So, but really appreciate everybody in here. I'm going to try to figure out how I can stop this. And I really appreciate you guys coming into the Raptor's Nest. We'll see you next time. I don't know when the next live stream will be, but definitely go check out the latest unboxing I have of a Generation Selects figure. Just posted it today. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Are you getting that figure that's in the that video as well? So, but again, thank you everybody. And guys, 7 people in here watching right now. Like that's 7 people you're in here watching and you're listening to me, and I love that. That's awesome, guys. Even if there was just like I expected like 1 person, and then I expected no people, but 7 people, it's crazy. It's awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit. You guys have fun too, Data Link, Magnus, and Pack, and everybody. But I'm gonna hit the end broadcast and see what happens when we walk out of